If you wanna be my friend, you would better go and get a pen. And maybe we can keep in touch like it did in the old days. It wasn't so long ago. Oh, and I wish you well. Sign your pen pal.
There's parts of that where you sounded like tour guide voice.
I kept trying to stay away from B-52s. It lures me.
But it was a good
calls
tour
to
guide
me.
voice. And to your left, you will find... You
Could
never
you
been
be a tour guide? Wouldn't you just go fucking crazy?
At Universal...
I was at the cemetery.
a bit. At Universal Studios,
Yeah.
that's the top... They're like the brain surgeons of... like, as they are to hospitals, that's... You are a Universal tour guide. That's the top of the Universal theme park job hierarchy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like famous people have done it, and it's kind of like what
To be a tour guide.
the NBC page. Yeah, and they go ahead.
That's what Jungle Cruise is at Disney too.
Did you see the viral video of the Jungle Cruise guy being like, "Well, you are the worst boat of people I've ever had"?
Yeah.
No.
And you didn't laugh at any of my jokes. I was like, you obviously are getting fired or quitting today.
I think that's
I
part
didn't
of the
see that.
script.
Really?
That's my guess.
I hope so. That'd be more fun.
No, I think it's more fun if this guy went rogue. And those people are like, now this is a show.
Have you ever canoed at Disneyland?
No.
Oh, it's
We're
one of those
going.
things
We're
where you're
about
like,
to go.
this is nice, and then you're like, we are working out.
Yeah. Well, that's every time you rent a little boat. If you're like paddling for canoeing or whatever it is, or if you're, doing the pedal boat, you get the pedal boat going, you're like, Jesus.
Oh,
fuck.
dude.
And also, you're doing it on a sunny day. It's probably hot as fuck. There's no umbrella.
I always said this about at the cabin with the paddle boat. It's really fun till you got to go back.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, ugh.
The first 5 minutes, you're like, this is great. And you're like, oh my God, I can't feel my legs.
It's a workout.
Yeah. We're going to Disneyland. We're doing the trip.
Wait, world or land?
Land. We're going
Okay.
down. We're doing a little trip down.
Do you have time to hit world when you're in Florida?
No, but World is on the list of things to
Animal
do.
Kingdom is
I say this a
wonderful.
lot.
And I hate zoos.
Yeah, I would go to Animal Kingdom, I think. I really
It's a
hate
lot of
zoos.
rescue.
But
animals.
I think if you are a parent, I think Disneyland and Disney World, they're worth it at the younger ages.
Yes.
Because then it's so real to them. I know that that's not like anything new that I'm saying, but there are a lot of people that are like, well, let's wait till they're older. Nate Bargatze has a joke about this, but outside of a joke, it is the truth.
What, when they're 4 and
Well,
like
he's like, well, don't take her because she won't remember it. And he's like, he goes, what am I supposed to do with her? Like I'm gonna butcher it, but it's all about like, well, I can't save stuff till I know she can remember it. Like, like, oh yeah, the joke is like he opens the closet. He's like, can you remember stuff yet? Well, then you stay in there until you can remember stuff.
She's probably going to remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going, and I mean, we've gone before, but
California Adventureland and Disneyland.
we're gonna do it both. We got
I
the
love
park
California
hopper.
Adventureland.
Got the park hopper.
Yeah, you have to go.
Got the
Get a
park
little-
hopper.
Get yourself a little cocktail.
Staying down there so we get an hour
You are.
early in.
Lissa's done that.
That's what you got to do, right? You get that hour. You can hit a lot. Doing the
You can hit a
Genie
lot.
Plus. We were supposed to, so my daughter, Elliot, it was in this musical theater thing,
Crushed.
camp.
Yeah.
And that's when I got COVID.
Right.
And midweek, Jordan and I, sitting outside, we had to be like, you can't go back to camp. You've been around me. And this is prior to this new thinking of, well, you can until you have symptoms or you're positive. And now,
But the great thing about this, she's
I
gonna,
would
she's going to
respond
remember
differently.
it, which is great.
Yeah, I would respond differently.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
at the time,
yes,
I was
of course,
like, our friends,
We're locking
kids
up.
were also in this class.
Yes.
So it's like, are they supposed to be like, oh, so Ray has COVID, but you brought your kid? Whether
Yes.
scientifically, blah, 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 who cares?
Whatever.
It's the etiquette.
Yes.
And so I felt really bad pulling her out, and I said, we'll take you to Disneyland. And then that opportunity, just with scheduling and school and everything and other trips, it like never came to be. And then
love that
finally
you're
I
doing
sat
this.
down and I was like, I've got this space to go. So this is when we go.
It's great.
And that's the deal.
It's great. Are you going to
So-
get a balloon in a balloon?
No.
The dumbest thing you
Nope.
can buy at Disney.
Oh, then yeah.
Well, Lissa, look at when
Lissa's
Lissa,
like, my whole apartment is
people can't
the
see.
whole ceiling. is a
Sometimes
balloon
Lissa
and a
has a
balloon.
mic right by her, and then other times it's far away from her, and so we get this preamble of her movement of like,
Yeah, that's when we know something's coming.
move over.
That's when
She's
we know something's coming.
Other times it's what was the one the week ago?
Other
where-
times she just leans forward delicately
or
and just says, here's the thing. But this time
Or
she
we-
has to bungee jump across a canyon
Right.
to get to.
or we talk about wispies, and she just goes. Without any plan
I forgot. Lissa orgasmed in the last
on
episode.
wispies. Okay, what, Liz?
My
Balloon in a
favorite
balloon?
thing. Balloons and balloons are so stupid.
Yeah,
My favorite thing that is also stupid, but
Yeah.
I love it, is those auto bubble guns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
those
just
are
push
fun.
the button. But the best is at the end of the day, you'll get like a 3-year-old who is just zonked from a whole day at Disneyland, and they'll just have their finger on that button, and they're like,
Yeah, and there's not even
glazed
soap.
over. Yeah,
It's just yeah.
And a little, it's coming
Yeah.
down their hand.
they're
Yeah.
so tired, but
Yeah.
they're just pushing. They hold on for dear life.
Three
to
other
that
things
button.
about Disney. Don't spend $6 on a Rice Krispie treat with some sort of decoration on it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna make your day. The other thing that I love is when you walk past that Fisherman's Wharf area of California Adventureland, and there are people just eating a half a gallon of clam chowder inside a bread bowl, and you're like, you are gonna sweat that out. and a positive though, my favorite is the Winnie the Pooh ride, because it is
Yeah.
it is so often. This happens so often. It is the only ride where you go on the themed ride, and when you come out, more often than not, Winnie the Pooh is there.
Yeah.
And if you get
It's also a little tucked away. It's
It
not
is a
just,
little
like,
tucked
so
away.
obvious where
and
it
that
is.
Country Bear restaurant
Yes.
is like a good place to eat too. It's a little
Yeah.
tucked away, a lot of shade. Yeah.
Also, don't sleep on the music at Fisherman's Wharf. They have fantastic bands.
Bruno
that
Mars?
play
Wait, what
there.
is that? Is that a restaurant?
It's an area. Yeah, it's like
It's over by Little Mermaid. Well,
Yeah.
it's closest to Little Mermaid.
in California Adventure. There are like several
Oh, okay.
restaurants
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
yeah,
clustered
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And like they have a klezmer band that plays there that's like fantastic.
Okay.
Or they'll do like
Is it still Neil Patrick Harris on the roller coaster? Like the countdown? That's like, are you ready to go in 3?
No, it's an Incredibles themed.
Oh, they got
Coaster
rid of
now.
NPH?
I gotta, guys, we gotta powwow off mic and get,
Sorry,
I gotta
yeah,
get,
we
no,
gotta-
I gotta get the rundown on how to manage the park. I'm realizing, like, oh, I'm not utilizing these resources right here.
Especially her.
You guys had me at fuck balloons and balloons.
Dude, I can't
I
wait
was like,
till
you
see
know
a
what?
balloon in
We
a
are
balloon.
on the same page.
You want to go?
Let's go to the ladder.
Oh!
It went behind me. It went further from you. It was like a magnet. It didn't want to get to you.
Now that was gold. Oh, I knew it was too much. For anybody listening, we're throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it hurts.
And it hurts. But we do it for you, the listener. Now, can we preamble this just a
First
little
letter.
bit? Second time I've said preamble.
Smart.
We stumbled across this
You
letter.
got one of those word of the week calendars. That's what you're.
We stumbled across
Preamble.
this letter.
Yeah.
And you were like, Daniel.
Daniel.
How
How
would we not read this letter?
and just coffee stained mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Dear two handsome fellas.
Phenomenal start.
Doesn't that feel good?
Yes.
Around 2001, my mom chose to house a foreign exchange student in Central Ohio. Philip from Germany,
Perfect.
16 years old, moved in with me and my 3 other siblings. During this time, my parents had a rocky relationship, and my mom left with us kids on Christmas Day, leaving the foreign exchange student with my dad. Doesn't that already my
Already.
palm- I have sweaty
I am-
palms.
I am
like I'm like when
pulsing.
you're afraid of heights. That's occurring to me right
Like
now.
you and I like to write, but we're never been the like compulsion writers. I want to like run to our desks and start like templating this.
Yeah, this is a screenplay.
Okay.
My dad decided to use this time to take the exchange student across the country to California in our Volkswagen camper van.
This is a movie.
Are we getting Ponters? Is Ponters pitching us a script?
Do we own this?
They also went and saw Philip's favorite band, the Counting Crows, multiple times.
Like you with Tool. They crowed it out.
But imagine I didn't take Elliot. I took this other kid who just got here.
Well, your kid's gone.
It's true.
And it's not even your band. It's the kids who's not yours.
Yeah. Pretty fucking weird, huh? Sincerely your pen pal, Emerson. P.S. What do you think about the Flaming Lips? Well, we know who your dad never took you to see.
This is wild.
We
could do a letter about the first sentence. We had a Philip kid from Germany.
A Philip kid.
A Germany kid named Philip.
Yeah.
Foreign exchange student.
Which that's how it was written. We got one of them Germany kids.
Yeah, Germany model kid. We could do that. Then we could do about mom leaving on Christmas Day and leaving that kid with the dad. And then obviously the road trip, the buddy road trip, two-hander movie.
Here's what I got to know.
Every sentence in here is a story. This is like...
Maybe this is a painful request, but Emerson, before I even get into it, will you please write back, unless this is wildly traumatic, and in great detail walk us through that Christmas Day? Because leaving on Christmas Day sends such a message.
Did you leave in the morning? Because morning is when something else is supposed to be happening traditionally.
That's what I want to know.
Did you get through the gifts?
Are you wildly traumatized by this? That's what I really want to know. Because that would, I don't know, Emerson. I don't know. I don't know you.
Did mom get us like a collection of hand towels and that was it?
Who knows?
Like that was the straw?
I gotta know. I mean, leaving it all is sometimes it's needed, but I'm collecting here that it doesn't seem like it was physical abuse.
Rory.
That would be it. I think they just were on different pages.
Let's go off what we have.
How does the dad suddenly give a dream trip to this kid Philip?
Rory, I
guess Philip was all he had.
You want to be walked through Christmas? I want to be walked through Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, can we get both?
Was it fraught with tension? Was it like, I think tomorrow's go day?
But I thought we always do mac and cheese on Christmas Eve. That's what started it.
That's what started it.
It's as simple as
too much pepper.
It's just a little too much pepper. You know what?
Tomorrow what? It's Christmas.
We leave. You'll see.
You'll see. I got a big gift for you, Michael.
Yeah. Me and the kids might just leave. And he goes, what about Philip? Can Philip stay? I want to go on the road with him and show him the great US of A. Counting Crows multiple times.
And you're just Hilf mir, which is German for help me. Which I've never had a more appropriate time in my life to use.
I just gotta know, like, is the dad jamming out at Counting Crows? What did they open with? Those basic questions. Also, round here, is the dad getting broken up a little bit?
Right.
Step out the front door like a ghost into the fog where no one notices.
We're gonna get flagged.
Contrast. White on white. And in between the moon and you, the angels get a better view of the crumbling.
You don't think he's going? You don't think he's going
wrong and right?
You don't think he's going?
And I walked in the air.
Do you know that part, or is that how it goes?
I don't know.
How do you know so much Counting Crows?
Maria says she's dying.
Are you trying? You're going to get to the big round?
I don't know.
Why do you know so much?
Round here.
We always something.
I mean, I love that album. However, controversial, I will say, I think Recovering the Satellites is better than August and Everything After.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm sure I know stuff.
Have you recently gone back to consider this?
Is Counting Crows this big of a band?
You shut up.
That was genuine. I really like. Sometimes you just realize
they're huge.
I don't know. Sometimes you realize you might have missed the boat.
They're still going.
I think I might have.
They're still going.
I hope so. They got to pave those paradises.
We're talking
to put
early
up parking
90s.
Lots. That's them, right?
Yeah, I mean that's a cover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Joni Mitchell.
I have revisited August and everything after recently, and it just
It's a great album.
Banger after banger.
Yeah.
But I can't with confidence compare it.
You gotta get them side by side. You got to do a side, but you got to commit a day, Lissa. If we're going to have this conversation, I need a full Saturday commitment.
Genuine question. What is I think about this sometimes, right? Some concerts I'm like, this live, is it everybody just kind of standing there?
Yeah.
What is the body language of a Counting Crows concert?
I think dancing. I think
it
people
is sort of
one
really drugged out guy doing a lot of self.
You're going to get mostly our generation. That's going to make up a big bulk of the audience, I believe. I think.
You go to a ska concert, you know what the
You're
body
not going to get a lot of young
people.
people there, I don't think.
But are people just kind of swaying?
Yeah, I think they're dancing, they're feeling it, they're into it. He still got it.
I'm so sorry.
I think they still got it.
Adam, I'm so sorry. And you know what? You can talk to me about it when you come on the show.
Yeah.
Is there is moshing happen at Tool?
No. But I
didn't think so. That's why I wasn't sure.
No, now there's no mosh pit because there's all chairs.
There was?
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when it was
so it is like
there was like
push
a pit.
around.
People
it
are
is
getting
push
into
around
it.
music.
Yeah. It was. I mean, people still would love it if they could do that, I'm sure.
My
I'm
buddy
sure people would love to get in and
my buddy Chris.
It's just not that kind of show. I mean, maybe at one point early on that was the type of show it was, but it's not that anymore.
I have a friend of mine named Chris, and he is the lead singer in a Linkin Park cover band, which is so beautiful and something I would have never thought of before I met him. People yearn.
Do they call themselves Abraham Lincoln Park?
That's not
because
bad.
that is pretty good.
That's
right?
not bad.
Still spell Lincoln the same way.
Linkin Park?
Blinken Park 182.
Huh? Is it them? Which is, I never thought of this for him. It's people yearn to still come together in a live setting to experience that music.
Yes.
And his band gives that to them, to like huge audiences. It's really kind of beautiful for that community.
Yeah.
But I also saw him doing another thing, and he's singing with the band. He's down in the mosh pit. He gets knocked down. Somebody like steps on his head. He just keeps singing. I'm like, you are wild, Chris.
Yeah.
But I've never been in.
That's Chris Sullivan?
Never been a part of it. Yes. No. Okay.
I would love to know.
We're
that's
off
what he's
of the
up
most
to.
rich letter.
Yeah.
Somehow we got off.
No, we're fine. We're back on it.
The kid, Philip.
I want to know the ages of the kids. We get that Philip is 16. But Emerson, I want to know your age.
They feel younger, right?
I want to know where you sit in the ages. Are you the oldest, middle, youngest?
I'm going to guess they're all under 12. Emerson, he or she is 12.
You think?
I feel like it.
Well, Emerson, know that I am asking politely and with a great amount of awareness that this is probably, I mean, you wrote the letter, but I have to imagine this is wildly traumatic. I also want to know, did the parents get back together?
I've done we're leaving. That's happened to me in my life.
What was your response when you found out the dad did all this with the foreign exchange student? Like, this foreign exchange student on Christmas Day thought, I've made a horrible mistake. But then
I think it probably
saw
Philip probably
all
thought
of the United States and his favorite band
do you
multiple
think
times.
That Emerson's dad was like, what do you want to do? Because we're obviously not eating the ham.
Yeah.
And Emerson.
And Philip looks up from the ham.
And Philip was like, I don't know. What do you like? Counting Crows.
I like to see the Counting Crows, I think.
That's pretty good. Yo, yeah, you used to do a German. When's the last time you did some of that shit?
So long ago.
I know.
I think the Counting Crows are in town.
Do you get people still being like, well, when's the last time you did one of those? And you're like, 6 years?
Let me throw this out there. Them seeing the Counting Crows multiple times. This is where I want some guesses. Who's the driving factor there? Is Philip so bold to finish a concert and go, can we go see them again? Or is the dad like, that was pretty fun. You want go? I don't know why it's got to be this southern beat up dad.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. You want to go see them again? I'd go to that again if you want to go to.
I mean, I got nothing to
I got nothing else going on. My family's gone, Philip. You know that. You were there.
Do you think
Philip, you're my only friend.
I thought you called him Filipino.
Filipino.
I liked
Filipino.
that was the dad's nickname for
Filipino.
And then he keeps confusing his friends. Like, where's the kid from? Like, he's from Germany.
He's from Germany.
Well, you
but
said he was
call
from
him. I thought he was from the
Filipino.
Philippines.
No,
I thought he was Filipino.
He likes it.
No, his name's Philip, and then I
Does
just
he
go
say he likes
Filipino.
it?
You know, like Matarino or whatever. I say Filipino. Like,
Also,
that is a different thing, though. That's not a nickname.
There's also a pitch where Philip was like, let's go. Come on. You're going to let this ruin your Christmas? Like, it was him being like, get up.
There's also a world
Michael,
where,
get up.
a world where Philip was like, I don't want to see the Counting Crows anymore.
Could we get Philip to write in? Because if we could get his
Emerson, if you have any contact with Philip still, and I have to assume your dad does. I mean, you don't have a summer like that and then turn your backs on each other.
Right.
What is going on? What is going on with Philip now? Philip doesn't even remember. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that. I forgot I had that summer with that man.
You imagine we work at a gas station in Missouri.
Yeah.
And these two,
You hear
the
bell.
ding,
The bell.
and it walks in, and it's a 16-year-old German kid
Okay.
and a man who's going through life. You'd be like, this is no country for old men.
I just started picturing that he's in like Lederhosen.
Where are your things?
He's legit.
Where are your things? I bought it for you.
He's legit dressed
Come
like
on,
Sound
Pino.
of Music.
He's shortened
The
it. Come on,
Von Trapp
Pino.
family at the end.
Pino, where are your fucking things?
He's dressed like that. And just the gas station in Montana. Ding ding. Okay.
Okay.
What is this?
Y'all two together? Or?
Yeah, what's Oh yeah, this is Filipino. He's a German foreign exchange
But he's
student.
weirdly vague. He's like, lost the
Yeah.
wife and kids, got him. You're like, wait, what?
Lost the wife and kids, but I ended up with him, and we're gonna go see the Crows tonight. Crows.
Where's a good place to get fucked up here? And he's 16. Do you think he made him drive? You're legal. He's like, so I do not. I do not drive. Yeah, he's like, I don't
Help
have.
you drive. I'm in fucked
He's like,
up.
I don't have a license, Michael. The Dohertys, Uncle Ken and Aunt Connie.
You drive, Filipino. I've been drunk since they did Mr. Jones a second time.
He's hammered at the concert. I think we could pee here. we can pee whatever we want.
I think you can pay when you got to pay, Filipino.
Ken and Connie had a foreign exchange student named Julian from France.
Okay.
And I always wondered what he felt. What was his experience?
Yeah.
France to Rochelle, Illinois.
Yeah.
For a summer, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
And now we know Ken really dropped the ball on entertaining this kid.
Well, we didn't.
The bar has been set.
Yeah. Do you think you brought this up earlier in a way, and I want to expound on it? Do you think that he did this with this kid as a fuck you to his wife?
I don't know.
I can't provide.
We
can't
never do anything together. We're out of here. I'll show you. Me and Philip are going to see the Grand Canyon together. God, I hope they have so many Polaroids of their summer together. And I hope that, and the movie should be called My Summer with Philip. So that sounds artsy and really, you know what I mean? Like that's a movie that gets an award.
Yes.
My Summer with Philip.
Yeah. And he has a limp.
And I bet we could get the Counting Crows.
To like
What
do
years?
like a Mrs.
This
Robinson
is around
thing?
2001.
Yeah, like what was that movie? The Graduate type deal where it's all Simon and Garfunkel, and this could be all Counting Crows.
So this is around 2001. So this is when you are going to get that parking lot cover. You're also getting Hanging Around This Time. Right.
I don't know. I mean, I know all these songs.
Yeah.
It would have been Mr. Jones, right? And Paradise to Parking Lot are the only two I would have known for sure. And this is not a comment on them. I think I missed the boat based on you two.
Hard Candy, I think, was the name of that album. And you know what? You know what's on there? That's a little bit of
You've
a surprise.
gone 3 albums.
You know what's a little bit of a surprise on that album? You want to know?
That you know it.
Colorblind's on it from Cruel Intentions.
What's that?
I am.
We're getting demonetized.
Blind.
Yes.
Rory has sung this multiple times.
Coffee black and
okay.
white.
Well, you threw a Cruel Intention in there.
Yeah, this is a Cruel Intentions. Remember, he's coming up the escalator, Pull me out from
You know that movie that well?
No, I've only seen it once.
If we go into the
I
next,
genuinely have only seen it once. Not joking, I've seen it once.
Cut to the next letter where you do 10 minutes on The Craft.
I am ready. You're talking about The Craft?
Yeah.
Go deep dive Craft. I know as much about The Craft as you do Stand By Me. I'm like, no, I went to the town where they shot The Craft. I go every year.
Rory, there's another detail in here that I have to hit.
Sincerely, your pen pal?
No.
Okay.
We haven't even talked about Flaming Lips. We'll do that in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 2001. They have a Volkswagen camper van.
Yeah.
So, which denotes fun family and expendable income.
Yeah.
You know, at least on some level. I don't know.
Who do you think's buying these Crows tickets, bro? They got money. You're not putting that on Philip.
So much I want to know. How many concerts do you think they went to? 4? 6?
I want to know how many concerts. I want to know where they went to.
We could look
Can
up
you
their-
send us a picture?
We could look
so
up
we
their
can see
2001, 2002 tour. I guess it would have happened in 2002, the tour, because...
Yeah, because it would have been after Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2002.
We can figure out where they went.
Yeah.
Emerson, I mean it every time. And you wrote this a while ago. Well, maybe not too long ago. No, this is new, right? Ish. Whatever. I want
Think
to
about where
a
their
Patreon
heads are
follow.
at.
Yeah, he's going through stuff.
Legit.
Phillips
this
is
is
along for the ride,
question.
literally and figuratively.
This is a legit question. Not even trying to even dance around a joke. Is there any world where these adults are traumatically motivated by the events of 9/11? Like, is there a world where that dad is like, you have to live your life,
when I lined
Phillip.
up the date.
You got to live your life. Is the mom like, I'm not happy with you. 9/11 has made me realize, like, you got to do it. You got to go for it.
Could be 100%.
The way, like, people could say that about COVID now.
Yes.
You got to go. I mean, look how many people are trying stand up now.
I know. Like us. We're really trying. Finally.
Daniel's finally applying himself in stand up, and it's really cool to see.
Same to you.
That actually is true. I do feel like I'm finally applying myself.
I had a big conversation about this last night that we do not have a letter about.
Flaming Lips. I've seen them live one time.
Of course.
I didn't.
You love a concert.
I don't mind a concert. I didn't love this concert. It was
What's
cold
their
out.
hit?
It was cold out. It was right before Halloween. They did a whole Halloween thing, so I was like, "This is gonna be great" because their live show is crazy.
Okay.
And they opened by covering Halloween, and it built John Carpenter's Halloween, and it got heavier and heavier, and like confetti is already shooting. It
I'm on
looks like
board.
the way a show would end.
Yes.
And then they couldn't. He was freezing. He was in a carry dress, and they dumped blood all over him as the show started. And like, it's meant to be very Halloween, and like, they just kind of couldn't keep up with their own. They set the bar so high energy wise.
It's like Wicked.
During it, and I have footage of it. During it, I turned to Jordan and I go, "I think this is about to be the greatest concert we've ever seen." And then we kind of didn't get there. I mean, even Do You Realize? Like,
That's okay. I know that one.
He was constantly doing this, like, "Come on, guys, let's all sing." And I was this audience is not giving the energy. Like, the audience was also guilty of not giving it back, but it was a particularly cold night.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like bundled up, going, I kind of want to go home. I'm pretty miserable. And then he is freezing.
Yeah, of course.
So
he's covered in blood.
yes. So,
Or some sort of wet, cold liquid.
but the live show I hear is crazy. I want to see them again.
Yeah, they went
In
viral a
different
few years
contexts.
ago.
I think they're so creative. I love that they're
Something they did
wildly artistic. I think they're geniuses.
Missed the
In
boat.
terms of the artistic aesthetic of a show, I think their music it's still going. I think it's great music, and we're talking decades, going back to the late '80s. I think is the Flaming Lips. So yeah, they're undoubtedly in my opinion, a Hall of Fame band for sure.
And
Even if you got rid of the music and just said, were they doing more interesting live shows than other bands? And I would go, yeah, and I bet a lot of people kind of stole from their creativity. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that.
I don't know enough about them. If that offends anybody, I'm sorry, but at least you can rest assured we don't bullshit you.
We don't bullshit down here at
the
the Texaco in Montana.
Philip, wake up! We're getting pulled over.
Philip, we're getting pulled over.
You gotta get over here.
I don't want to see the Counting Cross anymore. All right, Emerson. This is an amazing letter. Please write us back.
So many
This is a
questions.
saga. We need.
I want to know how
needs to
you're
keep going.
doing. I want to know where you stayed.
Yeah.
I want to know where you went.
Let's get deeper
I
into
touched on
it.
earlier, but as a person who was like, get your stuff, we're leaving.
Yeah.
I've had that. I know that feeling, so I'll be able to identify with you. There's so much I want to know. If you could get your dad or Philip to write in.
A pic would
that
be great.
Oh.
A Polaroid. And we
Yeah.
get to keep it.
Yeah.
We wish you well. Sincerely, your pen pals, Rory Scovel.
And Daniel Van Kirk.
And we are back. Quick promos,
You're on tour.
as we often do. Check me out, RoryScovel.com. Plenty of dates in there.
Yeah.
Please get at it. By now, you know, if you are a fan of myself and Daniel, we've added a second Chicago show at Thalia Hall. So if you are interested or you know people who might be interested, I'm not going to lie, that first show sold out, and that means so much to me. But if you think you might want to go to that second show, please get tickets now, because I didn't have an expectation before, but now I'm kind of like, Chicago shows up. So
Chicago's the best.
come on out and get a ticket to that. RoryScovel.com.
Awesome. DanielVanKirk.com. Irene, too, and I have brought our show back. It is Petit Fours. I'm going to say this wrong forever, and I will talk about it on stage. It's starting April 24th, every other Monday at the Cat's Crawl. And then this weekend, I'm at Moon Tower. So if you're in and around Austin, come on out. We're doing The Living Wake of Big J. Ogerson, a live Dumb People Talent, and a whole bunch of stand-up sets. I know some of my best times was just me and you not doing shows.
I'm jealous of festivals.
And then
the right festivals, where it's like they've booked it right, and it's your friends, and you just get different context to hang out.
Yeah. Go to danielvankirk.com, please, for all that stuff. And then, hey, if you haven't done it before, it does help us out. We don't ask for it a lot. Rate, review, and subscribe.
Do it.
You could also do the same thing for all of our YouTube videos. That Friday Watch Crew is out there. We appreciate you. Love you.
The show.
You can also email us your letters, which we love, at thepenpalspod@gmail.com, or snail it up, the Pen Pals Podcast, 5419 Hollywood Boulevard, Suite C, number 121, Los Angeles, California.
90027.
Love that. I feel like I won something when you use that voice.
You did.
Okay, ready? And I'm pretty sure I forgot something. Dear Pen Pals.
You know what? Good. I don't know
Do
if
it.
we've ever done a double header of peace.
Yeah. How much is too much to have in your pockets? My threshold is very low. A phone, if absolutely necessary, but even then, I'm not happy. Your pen pal, Cam. P.S. I consider writing this as a Patreon letter, but I don't want to get caught behind the backlog of Enneagram episodes. P.P.S. I should mention, I've been loving the Enneagram episodes, so please take as much time as you need. Well, we did.
Let that be evidence that there's no time frame to when we might get to your letter.
Right. That's true.
There's no time frame.
And it took us 8 episodes to do angiograms.
Angiograms? Wait, what is an angiogram?
For your heart.
Yep.
And
we did it in 8 episodes, which I think is remarkable that we did it at all.
that's a good pace for our heart.
Yeah, but with those Enneagrams, I found out my love language.
You know what's funny?
Nope. Just waiting to be corrected.
Oh, I didn't even. I was like, yeah, that tracks.
My love language is a 3.
No, I'm not saying that tracks as in, of course you got it wrong. I'm saying that tracks as in, I thought that's how it worked.
Yeah. We did 8 episodes of it, too.
We should say a little bit about the page.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so if you...
Well, we always get follow-up letters.
Being a Wednesday show, if you are going, what is this Enneagram thing? What's this Patreon thing? Honestly, that's going to be on us. We haven't done enough to clearly put it in your periphery that we have a Patreon. So if you do like this show and you are curious what this Enneagram is, join our Patreon. It's $5 a month.
That's it.
You get 4 15-minute-ish
Sometimes
episodes a
too
month.
long. Sometimes longer.
Sometimes a little bit longer because we get on a roll. But,
we try to keep it tight and fun.
yeah.
Something for you when you're walking the dog.
they come out every Monday. So if you're like, I love this show, I don't get enough of it on Wednesdays, then join us on Mondays.
And we do
as well.
follow-ups where we hear what the hell happened with Emerson on Christmas. Like, did Emerson have to take their gifts
We're
or
still in
open
it.
their gifts and then leave with all the gifts? Because that's more to pack.
I went even darker.
Did the mom go, I'm doing it Christmas Day, so I'm not even buying gifts?
I went darker
and that
and
won't
thought
be
no
what they'll
gifts.
remember anyway.
I went darker and thought no gifts.
That's what I'm saying.
Or was she like, I've rented a house, I've rented a place, all the gifts are there. And that's when kids are like, great, let's go.
Yeah, did they not realize till later?
Presents.
Oh, God. So anyway, stuff like that's on there. And then it's also morphed into these fun. We did Enneagrams for far too long. We did love languages for about an appropriate amount of time.
Yeah.
We might do ACT questions where we reward ourselves with prizes. And we started, if you send us something to that address, you said we'd do unboxings there.
Yeah. And you know what? We don't know what it is, but we're two cackling idiots. So join us.
It's all derived from
join
this
us
show.
in the Patreon and also tell people
Okay. Cam,
about it.
pockets. What's
Cam.
your pocket deal? I think you and I are similar.
You know what I hate?
Going on stage with anything in your pockets?
Yeah, but I have the phone there because I'm trying to voice memo it, and I
just
always
set it
feel
on the,
weird.
Set it on the stool.
I know. I've just recently started finding a place to set it. I don't like putting on the stool. I don't like presenting the phone. I don't want to show the phone.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do that than have it in my pockets. I definitely cannot have my wallet or keys or anything like that.
Why do you think that is?
I just don't like it. I like
It's too much of bringing. To me, I don't like bringing mundane real life things onto a show.
But
It's like,
in terms of going to work, stand up.
yeah.
I've got my phone.
Yeah.
I've got my wallet.
Yeah.
I've got house keys.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my journal, my notebook.
Yes.
Which in this case, these days, it's too big for a pocket, so I like tuck it in my pants in my back, so I don't have to like carry it.
Like a
and
gun?
that's not great either. Yeah, like if you were concealing a gun back there, it's like that. Because that's where my artillery is.
Yeah,
my
for
words
sure.
and my thoughts and my ideas.
Yeah, my ink is my bullet.
My ink is my bullet gun. My ink guns.
And you know what? If they wanted to start regulating like who could buy
A journal.
journals and stuff like that, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, not me.
Shut up. So, okay, so wait, your pockets are, tell me again, keys?
I don't like anything, but those are the four, what'd I say, wallet, phone, keys, joke book.
Okay.
I don't want that. Now,
I
the
hate
joke
it.
book's not always there. Like, that's for when I'm going to a show. But keys, I'm walking out of the house, and I'm usually leaving in the car. They're not car keys. They're just
Right.
for the house. My wallet is
Your phone or
always
your
with
car
me.
allows that.
And I always go front pocket with my wallet. I've done that ever since I moved to New York, and someone said, keep your wallet in your front pocket so you don't get pickpocketed. So I'm addicted to that. Even if you said,
nothing should be in your back pocket.
I wouldn't be able to change
even if you like
even
pockets.
if you said 100%, I know the future and you never get pickpocketed with your thing in your back pocket.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
talking about
still not
your-
be able to do it.
I'm talking about your hips. You
Yeah.
should not have anything back there. You should not be sitting on
Oh,
a
for your
wallet.
hips.
Oh,
you shouldn't be
so
sitting on a
bad
wallet.
for your
That's
back and your
interesting. I never
hips.
thought about that.
It's horrible for
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Interesting.
You know me. I've been.
So I'm talking about getting robbed financially. You're talking getting robbed of your health.
You know me. I've been doing the fanny pack
a little bit.
crossbody for years.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it because I fucking hate having things in my pockets.
I own 2 of them, and I cannot bring myself to fully commit to it, even though I
you
want
were doing
to.
it for a while.
I know, and then I got out of it, and I haven't gone back.
You do have to stick with.
You
But
do. Yeah.
I hate having things in my pockets.
Yeah.
I'm always fine with a cell phone.
Yeah.
And then if I have to, I'll go with the AirPods in the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
That's about where I max out. I hate when you reach in your pocket and you're like, oh, those are the keys or this, oh, fuck. And when I did Invisalign, that's what really did it to me.
That fanny pack, chest pack, whatever it's called now, that is the best on a flight. When you're like, all I'm going to need, I need to do a plug into the TV.
Yep.
I can just have my laptop. I can just put everything up. I've got the laptop. You can put that in the pocket, the iPad. And then just that fanny pack, it's like the headphones go in there. Any cords I'm going to need can go in there. If I need my joke book,
Yes.
because I thought of something, that can go in there.
Yes.
And it's like, there is something I love about that, because if I put all that stuff in my pockets, you just maneuvering your pockets in a chair that's not made for even one normal, even a tiny person is like, I can't get in this chair.
It drives me nuts.
If you're of average size, you're like, what are we doing?
Well,
What is this?
So last night I was at the Comedy Store.
and you're trying, and then someone's right here, and you're trying to get your elbow.
I hate it. And you,
Like,
you go
sorry.
like this.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I cramped.
And if you're wearing jeans, is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were acting. I was like, God, he is a good actor.
It's right here. Oh, that actually feels great. You're a good friend, Rory. Yeah. You know what? Bring it in a little bit. Come towards me. Just give me a little bit more of a stretch. Thanks, man. Also, you know what? I think I can go a little bit more. Oh, that's great. All of a sudden, I'm Melissa.
If this isn't our T-shirt that we sell,
Yeah, right.
none of this gets cut out. Everyone listening, I think we're not even gonna explain what happened. He got a cramp.
And
Watch
you helped.
on Friday
And you-
or don't.
And you helped.
And I helped.
What
What were you saying? Oh yeah, jeans on a flight. That's when you're fucked.
Yeah.
Just
And then,
get the side.
so last night I went to the Comedy Store. I don't want to walk around, be in a green room, have a bag with me. So that's when I do have to go wallet,
Choices.
keys, cell phone, like the stuff in pockets, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
One other thing, we would be so remiss if we did not talk about this. The plight, and I mean this sincerely, of women and their pockets. Do you know there's a documentary about this?
Listen.
It has everything to do. It's sexism. They don't want women shouldn't. Either they should always have a purse, or they aren't carrying the same types of thing as men. So they like most women's like jeans and certainly like slacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can't even get your whole hand in the pocket.
Yes.
She's leaning. I can see
she's
her
leaning.
leaning.
You can always see the
I
lean.
saw it.
Yeah.
Unless you're wearing like Levi's
Yes.
that actually have legitimate pockets. The number of
But
times
don't you aren't sometimes those even?
I mean the number of times I have lost things because the pockets are so shallow that shit just falls out. I'll put like my ID and a credit card in my back pocket.
Yeah.
They like it's
And
awful.
literally,
It's
that's all
ridiculous.
women can do. There's no. It is literally. Oh, do
Yeah.
you have a paper thin rectangular item that can also be bent? Perfect. That's what you can get in your back pocket.
Yeah.
You know what's the best though? Dress pockets.
Dress pocket.
Oh, you get a big dress pocket.
Yeah.
We love dress pockets.
Yeah,
Good to know.
but it's a whole.
Valentine's Day.
Just get pockets.
I'm already prepping for a year from now. Oh, write that down for Valentine's
Or depending on when
Day.
you're listening, next week.
2025. Oh, yeah, it could be next week. Or it could have just happened.
Right.
That's what I love about people that go like, I started back at the beginning. It's like, where
You were
in
in for a
time
ride.
are you?
Yeah.
Where do you exist
Yeah.
right now?
Because you get to hear like, well, we didn't record when we fired Noah on air, but you get to hear. We thought we were recording, which we thought made it better.
Wait, when does this drop again? April 19th. I'm about to see Noah.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Noah in 3 days on the 22nd.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's taking photos at the
That
the
my
show.
follow-up. That was my follow-up.
at Bell House.
So yeah, I hate things in pockets.
I can't do it. You know, for golf, they say don't even have like change in one of your pockets for weight balance and everything. Literally, not even the lightest thing. Like, have nothing. Like the back pocket, people always have like their glove, or they have like, you know, their scorebook or notes or whatever they have for holes. But for the most part, you know, like
what
it
if the
feels
weight?
very
But what if
strange.
the weight gives you the right balance?
It could.
I bet there's people who feel that way that are like, I
There's
can't
sometimes
swing
at the
if I don't
turn.
have something in my.
Sometimes at the turn, I go and like grab something, and I come back and I tee off on 10, and my wallet's in my pocket because I just paid for stuff, and I'm like, fucking this fucking wallet.
If you were playing,
Even if I hit a great drive, I'm like, I don't want.
that's what,
anything in my
if
pockets.
you were playing great, would you leave it?
No, I don't want anything in my pockets.
Okay.
It just bugs me.
One last follow-up.
I like my hands in my pockets.
Swimming suit pockets.
Yeah,
What's your feeling?
I could go either way.
I hate them.
I don't mind it.
I mean, and I wear some Nike shorts that I love.
Yeah.
They make some great like.
You don't like the
casuals
poof
or-
out.
Yeah, the
Because
poof out.
they poof out on bathing suits.
What do you
No,
put in
you know
that?
that bikinis come with pockets.
Ample pockets.
the biggest. It's a normal bikini. With
It
two
actually
huge-
it's just
with a
clearly
huge-
pocket. Like,
yeah.
did you attach those on your own?
What were you
What do
saying?
you put in swimsuit pockets?
I think
Nothing.
it's-
We're talking about when you swim. They you'll get like elephant ears.
No, but she means
No,
why
I-
have them there at
yeah,
all?
what's the point?
Because if you are going to the beach, like I do,
Sunglasses?
yeah,
I'll use them like normal pockets, but then
Oh.
you swim, and then it's why that's another reason the fanny
Cross,
pack thing
yeah.
makes the most sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because you go, oh, I'm going to the beach with it, and then you go, well, you just swam, so if you're not changing your clothes,
Right.
if you're putting the towel down to sit on, what do
When
you
you
do?
rent your first tux or like at weddings and stuff, and you realize some of these pockets aren't even real,
Yeah.
fucking annoys the shit out of me.
Can we stop with the sewing the back pockets of dress pants so that we have to fucking cut them open?
I know.
Just
And lose the deposit.
have that open.
Pocket that I love.
It's the best.
This.
It's the best.
This is the
the best
best, pocket.
Because you know what you want. You know why you like it? Because as a kid, you saw someone do this, pull out a business card, or pull out their wallet, or pull out something, and you're like, I want that pocket.
You go to a play, they get the program that goes in. Like you can put I've done
So
after shows. Somebody hands me letters, which is the best. I hope that's happened. That's gonna happen to you a lot on tour. Bring this SOB letters, and you just boom, just goes right in there.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
The other thing I like too, and I thought about this yesterday at the store. You put your keys and maybe your wallet in these. Yeah. It gives your jacket a little bit of weight to it.
Oh yeah.
So you're not getting so much swish swish when you walk
if it's
around.
windy.
Yeah, everybody knows it's windy.
Swish.
Okay.
All right. Cam, I love it, Cam.
Love it too.
Thanks for listening to the Patreon.
Yeah, good call on sending this in. We only got to it months later than we would have gotten to it sooner in the Patreon, actually.
Yeah.
But you know what? When's what, baby?
When is what?
Okay. We wish you well. Sincerely, your pen pals, Daniel Van Kirk
and Rory Van Scovel.
Beep, 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 bop.
I swear to God, if you're in there shitting, Chad, I swear to God.